Yo, 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 what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to episode 571 of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm so blessed to have this episode ready for you guys. Today is a special edition of Mic Check Reviews with my co-host Train, and we'll be discussing the new Cardi B album, Am I the Drama, and a oldie but a goodie by Currency and Jermaine Dupri for Motivational Use Only Volume 1. So this should be a good episode. But without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, my homie and my friend, Train. How you doing, Train?
I'm fine. How you doing this week?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Mm,
Um, it's been a good weekend. How about you?
The same, the same.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so yeah, what's new?
Nothing much for real. Just hanging out.
Okay. Well, it's been cool and productive over this way, so yeah. All right. So what you been listening to lately? Like what's on your playlist?
Um, Currently I've been listening to a little bit of West Side Boogie, also a band called the 1975.
Mhm. Okay. What song from the 1975 band?
I believe it's called Me.
Me. I think I heard that song before, but I didn't really get the concept of it.
Okay. What you been listening to?
Um Well, I know the band 1975. I like the song, a 2016 song called Somebody Else. That was a good song. That's how I discovered them. So, but personally, I've been listening to a little bit of everything. Have you heard that new Jonas Lucas joint called Nevermind?
The new Jordan Lucas, with Maya in the video, I believe.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think I saw that song.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good song or whatever, and it was 7 minutes long, but it was worth every minute of it. And I do like the fact that, he included 90s singer, 90s R&B singer Maya in the video, because he's always snatching up the 90s queens of R&B, when he used to date Ashanti and Fall in video in 2020 from his Evolution album. That was a good one.
Yeah, even like did in the video when it was going back and forth as far as letting her do the lyrics.
Yeah, I like both how he wrote for both perspectives. Like and Maya did a good job like, mimicking his lyrics and everything.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was nice. What else have you been listening to?
Um Mariah the Scientist, it's called what's it called? Burning Blue. Um that's a good joint. That's off her fourth studio album that came out August 22nd of 2025 called Hearts Sold Separately. And I just like this song because it's about like two people that have chemistry together, but one of them, which would be Mariah the Scientist, her heart is kind of cold from, just, protecting her energy and stuff like that. But when she come around this certain person, everything melts away and she forgets her past hurts, which is really good. Like even if you've been hurt before, to have your heart open again for new love. So that's why I like the song. I think it's dope.
Hmm. It was a nice track. I believe I heard it as well.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Rider Sciences, but I believe that I heard that song. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a decent play.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that you've been listening to the new Cardi B album, obviously. What you think about it?
I thought that it was honestly it was an okay album. First of all, I'm sure that I'm not her targeted demographic when it comes to that time, when it comes to her style of music. She's a female. Most of the songs are more so geared towards I mean, the same thing as male rap at this moment. Um, haters, addressing haters, whoever they may be. Um, and Papa shit, of course, slightly spoke about whatever was going on with her offset, but that was to be expected as well. Um, I would say that I enjoyed the fact that at least it was a fluid album. When I listened to it, it didn't sound like any of the songs were kind of out of place, regardless of how I felt about them personally. Listening to it straight through was like, yeah, this is the fluid album. Like she most definitely gave it a good effort, a consistent effort, a real effort. Like you could tell she put some real effort to it.
Most
How do
definitely.
you feel about the album? I know you're a Cardi band, Cardi fan.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Cardi B fan. I don't agree with everything that she does, but for the most part, I really do like her as an individual. Um, like you said, she put a lot of effort into this album. Like she did what most artists of her collaborator wouldn't do, which would be promote, promote, promote. I mean, this girl got out in the middle of the streets of New York barefoot and pregnant selling her fucking album to people, her fans. Like, how many times you get to see your favorite celebrity just out and about in the streets? Besides, like, okay, J. Cole, he might be riding his bike through New York or something, but I'm saying, like, somebody like Cardi B is she don't even need all that, but she came out swinging and tried to, prove a point or whatever, and her sales were good. She had another number one on the Billboard 200 albums chart with 200,000 units sold within the first week. She broke the World Book Guinness Records World Book by delivering the most signed albums from an artist through drones within the hour. She sold like 176 copies. So, and then she's everywhere, like promoting, 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 talking, talking, talking. It's just awesome to see her get out there and work like that, and she be pregnant and everything like that, coming with her fourth child. Like she's awesome. She's amazing. To me, she is.
I get that. I get that. So out of that album, what were some of the standout songs to you?
Well, I'm just going to say one of my standout tracks from her will be Pretty and Petty. And I like the way I said that because that's how she is. And I like this track because she came after the rapper Bia for throwing shots at her kids. And Bia did a diss track to Cardi B last year, 2024, called Sue Me, where she mentions Cardi B's infidelity, and like I said, throwing shots at her kids. So Cardi at that time, she didn't say nothing, but she said something on this album, and I thought it was freaking hilarious. Do you know who Bia is?
Yes, I do know who he is. She had a song with J. Cole a little while back. I mean,
Oh,
she had a few decent features actually. She had one with Busta Rhymes that was alright too.
oh wow, she had one with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
Wow, I gotta hear that joint. But I guess you didn't hear the diss track that she did to Cardi B called "Sue Me," huh?
yes, but in all honesty, I don't give her rap beefs credibility unless I was to see her rapping it or right. Like I don't know what it would be. Like she doesn't. I don't. And then even with that, to go with somebody like Bia, her and Nicki Minaj is what I'm looking to see. Nicki right now is going through something mentally and spiritually in her life, but the place that she in, she wants all the smoke, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So But she has the energy for being. She has the energy for Lotto. She got the energy for them.
Definitely.
When this crazy lady, I just want to see what happens there. But I don't, I don't, I don't necessarily give that any credit. I give the Ice Spice and Lotto beef more credibility than a Cardi B diss track.
Oh wow. I mean, I guess you could say that because reason being is like even Cardi said in the song "Pretty and Petty," like name five Bia tracks, gun to your head, bow, I'm dead. Like in other words, like everybody didn't know about the beef that they had. I didn't even know about no beef Bia had with Cardi until Pretty and Petty came out. So what you said about Lotto and Ice Spice being more relevant in their beef than these two, yeah, I get that.
And you're known for a writer. You're known for a writer. You're known to have a writer. Like this is your thing, not like sometimes. And once again, there's nothing wrong with being a wonderful entertainer or any of these things. I'm not saying you're a terrible person, but we understand that when it comes to rap beef, when you're actually saying something to somebody, I need to know that you're saying it to them. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you and your homeboy in the neighborhood and y'all got beef. You know what I mean? And he's telling me everything to say to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, this sound real tough. Telling me smell like shit. Hey man, you smell like shit. It just if everybody sees it, we're kind of looking at you like this doesn't it don't hit the same way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of like a one-sided situation because I mean, she could have let the beef go or whatever. It just wasn't that entertaining because she wiped the floor with her in this song. Like Bia who? And I no disrespect to Bia. I'm just saying like that's what Cardi did in this song. So
Yeah, I would have to only listen to it. I would have to see the writing credits. I would have to see the right. If it's more than one writer on that song, then it doesn't it don't really that's why I said like with her with the diss tracks and stuff like that, it don't really hit the same. It don't hit the same.
yeah. I mean I get it, but she still had to address it because
You're a woman. You're a woman. That's what I'm saying. You're listening for different things than me. You're supposed to like it.
okay, okay, okay. Um Yeah, so like I said, they was making fun of that track on social media and stuff like that. And one line that Cardi said in the song Pretty and Petty had me rolling. She said, "Your mama used to fuck around with white men. Disgusting." Girl, you trifling. I hate when a bitch thinks she cute because she light skinned. Addressing colorism and wiping the floor with her at the same time. It's so funny. But just to be fair, Bia is a mixed race too. Like, she's what is she? She's an Afro Latina, like Cardi B. So I don't know why she went there with her. I think she like Puerto Rican and Italian or something like that. But yeah,
So it could have possibly been for somebody else.
you think it was for somebody else?
I mean, if you're saying that she's Latino and black, I'm sure there's probably some mixed rappers out here that are female that she might have been talking about.
No, she definitely was talking about Bia. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that okay, of you, this is a fan thing. That's why I say you a fan of it. If you telling me that this don't make sense, then how is it a wipe down? If you're saying that it doesn't apply to her, you're telling me that she's not what she's saying, then how is it a diss?
No, that's why I said just to be fair that Bia is a mixed race. Like,
Yes, if you're
yeah,
saying she's not black and white.
no.
She's the same ethnicity that Cardi B would be. So then it wouldn't be a wipe down.
I guess she just combating her with her
Uh,
diss song.
listen, I understand. If we talking battle, that's what I'm saying. We're talking beef and we're talking battles.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the Drake and the Kendrick Lamar, we
Yeah.
understand that everything matters. So if you're saying that this is a diss to her,
Yeah.
then it has to be a diss to just a random. And then go ahead. Yes, Cardi B, we love you.
Yes, chef kiss to Cardi B for putting in the effort for people that talk shit about her. So yes. What's one of your standout tracks from In Mind the Drama by Cardi B?
Um, one of them is I'll do better than you. The one featuring Cash Cobain. Uh, beat wise, I like the beat that it was vibey. Actually, a lot of that first half of the joint, the music was real spatial. So like when you heard it, it feels angelic or it feels like airy.
Mhm.
Like uh, for people that are listening to the beats or however the production sounds. It's real wide, like the stereo. Maybe that would be a perfect example. Like the stereo was spread it super wide on it, but it feels good. It sounds good. Like it's a real nice sound or whatever. Um, she actually kind of had a decent flow on it for being one of the regular type songs. Because I did like the one where she was on a Latino beat, and that might just be me being racist or whatever. And I'll get to that one later. Bodega Baddie, I believe that was. Um, Actually, I like the way that she came off on the one bar when she was like, "Can't be modest, I'm popping." Believe me, I tried it. It was a space right in there when she was hitting that beat, and I was like, "Yeah, she walked it." But that was the standout track to me.
Yeah, I just wish Bodega Baggy was Baddie was like longer because it was only like shit a minute and 30 seconds.
Just to me, it was perfect for the style of the beat that it was. Because it's super up, that was a super up tempo joint. It came off straight on the Latino salsa type feel. And like I said, as soon as I heard it, the energy and everything, it made me feel good. And then I heard her voice on it. And that's why I said it's not to be like no funny or nothing. Her accent is heavy. She sounds Latino all the way through. Like there's no it's cool that you've been in the hood and everything. And I understand, but your accent is there. So hearing her on that, it actually it felt decent for real. I was like, okay, she in an element. She sounded like she was actually having fun because a lot of the other ones you're dissing and stuff like that. So you're just sounding like you're yeah, you mean mugging the whole song. Like this one, it sounded like you was having fun. I could see you dancing to this. Like I could see her having fun in this. So I liked it. Bodega Baddies.
Yeah, I like Bodega Baddie too. Like, I mean, I don't know what she's gonna do with it because it's so short, but like you said, it was very saucy, you know, and it was her. So, and it did sound like she was having fun on the track. So, but I really like that track a lot. I don't think it got enough shine, but yeah.
I mean, I feel like we got a lot of short dance type songs. Even one of the biggest ones that we had within the last decade with the Uzi Vert joint, the I Wanna Rock song
Hmm.
from South. They literally would have to put that on loop.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So what was the standout track for you? Other than
Um,
the Be joint.
Magnet was a standout. I only like this because she was coming for people's heads, like JT from City Girls.
Yo, no.
I mean, yeah, they was catty with it, and they still catting it out. But I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, crazy on the front of it. I
yeah,
feel it though. Listen, I feel it though. I feel it.
hmm
What else did you like about the song? Other than that, did you have any standout bars on the one about JT?
uh,
The Magnet song?
let me see. Not really. I mean, reason why I said that is because basically she was calling her fake, like a fake friend and stuff. I'm just gonna tell you like the bottom line of it because they talking about a lot in this song, but really what it stems from, like I think back in 2021 when Cardi B came out with the WAP song and she did it with Megan Thee Stallion, she wanted JT to be on the song too. But during that time, JT didn't want to be on the song without Young Miami. But Cardi was just requesting JT. And so she passed on it. Then she started acting funny, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes or whatever. But when Nicki Minaj wanted her to do a track with her, she instantly jumped on it and she didn't tell Young, it's funny, but she didn't tell Young Miami nothing. So I was like, you waited to throw her underneath the bus, not for Cardi, but for Nicki Minaj, like you bogus or whatever. Like I think that was bogus and everything, because then JT and Young Miami had it out over the internet too. And that's, I don't know, that issue was funny to me. Cause it's like y'all couldn't have had that behind closed doors or whatever. Like you got to be catty in front of everybody, huh? So that's where their beef stems from, and that's why you know what I'm saying she was coming for her. She said a lot of stuff about her in that song. Cardi said a lot of stuff about her, JT, and Uzi Levert because they together. She said
Mm-hmm.
that I don't even know if I should say it, but she was just like he liked extra things in the bedroom and everything. I'm like, girl, you wow. Like, why you talking about somebody else's man and your man over there accused of sexually harassing a young sports executive? You know what I'm saying? Tongue all down his ear and everything. Like, come on now. Like people can come for you too or whatever. But I don't know. I just picked that song Magnet because it was funny.
All right, for me, I got the other song that was a standout for me would have been Salute, the joint Salute. The beat was hard as hell for real. Uh, Especially for the shit that I like, or at least for the flow of things that I like. I felt like the beat was hard. And then another reason I like it, because most of the ones I picked were songs that I felt like she felt good on, whatever. The effects that they were using, whatever effect chain they were using with that extra echo and stuff on it, and that joint Salute, it like it most definitely strengthened it. It strengthened her voice on it, and it most definitely it sounded like a good song. Like it felt good too.
Okay. That's what's up. Salute is a good song too. And she definitely sounds smooth on it. And um I did pick a third standout track that I think ain't getting enough attention on Cardi B's and My the Drama. And it's called Principle, featuring the one and only, the legendary Janet Jackson. I really like this joint because Cardi B put a different spin on Principle, meaning she's the most important thing within the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And Pleasure Principle by Janet Jackson holds a different meaning, obviously. But Janet was gracious enough to put her vocals on the track, and I thought that was cool. So that's why I picked this as a bonus track. Principle by Cardi B.
Yeah, that's decent too. Most definitely always good to hear somebody from the royal family come out and bust a track, like Janet Jackson. But yeah, there was a vibe for real. Most of the, like I said, most of the album to me, it was a decent vibe, but none of them really hit me like I said, the Bodega, Salute, just the ones where she felt, just to me, it felt more sure. She felt more sure on those songs.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, with the track Principle, I just like how she used the 1987 song "The Pleasure Principle" by Janet Jackson. I just had to throw that in there just for people that didn't know what song I was really talking about or whatever. But yeah. Um, but anyway, enough about Miss Cardi B. Let's talk about the song. I mean, not the song, but the album you chose.
Oh, the album that I chose was Currency and Jermaine Dupri collaborative album, for motivational use only, Volume One. It does say Volume One, so possibly Volume Two. Who knows? It was released in April of 2025. Currency itself has 12 studio albums, 22 singles, 63 music videos, 43 mixtapes, 24 collaborative albums, and 35 extended play joints. To me, his style is more like a laid back riding music. Majority of it is talking about riding, smoking, and usually females. And it is a vibe. Um, I believe you got an opportunity to listen to it as well, right?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to say, first of all, like, thank you for putting me on to this album because it was tight, in all honesty. And shout out to Currency for getting the key to the city of New Orleans. Um, when this happened, it was in September 2025. That's this year. I'm reading off my phone. He got the key to the city to New Orleans for his significant contributions to his hometown through hip hop and philanthropy efforts, particularly Jet Life, athletes, and community work. The symbolic key presented by New Orleans Mayor Latoya Cantrell represents the recipient's honorary status and acceptance as trusted friend of the city. So congratulations to you, Currency. Yay. Okay.
Congratulations. Yeah, that was recent. See, yeah, that was recent.
Yeah, I thought I saw that on your stories, but anyway,
Yeah, that was. Um, what did you get an opportunity to listen to the album?
yeah, I did. And I would just say like one of my standout tracks from for motivational use only, volume one, would would be the track Off the Lot. That's the first song I listened to. When I told you, I
Okay.
was like, oh, this sounds like you could be driving in the whip. Like that, I was literally feeling that song. And it features 2 Chainz on there. And I figured out why I like the song because it uses a sample, a 1985 sample called Without You by the Rucker Collective. And it appears in like the 33 mark of the song and throughout. And when I listened to it, it had such a vibe to it. I was like, I see Larry June on this song. I see da 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 on this song. And then I look it up and I find out, oh yeah, Larry June released a track in 2022 with the same loop. You know what I mean? Because I heard him on there in another song. It's called Another Day. And then Devin the Dude and Paul Wall did a song, but like with the same loop, but it's kind of slowed down. It slowed down tremendously. And it's called Need It. And then Dave East and Gigs did one, Starlights 2024. Their sample of the same song is sped up. So everything is different. And we only got 10 minutes left and we'll do a second version of this in a second. But I also like the song because it inspires the listeners to work hard so you can drive off the lot with a brand new car, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. So, what's your dream car, Train?
I don't have one.
You don't
I
have one?
don't.
Okay.
Nah. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm boring as hell.
Damn. Well, my dream,
Oh,
huh?
no, what would you want to say, man?
My dream car is an all white 2026 Mercedes Benz with a peanut butter and jelly inside interior with some dipped chrome rims and some tinted ass windows. That's my dream car.
Did you want to restart now?
Restart?
I know you said it was 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I might as well because I don't want it to just cut us off abruptly. That's bogus. But you guys, thank you
Yeah,
for listening up until this point. We're gonna have part two in just a few moments. So yeah, I'll see you again in a minute, Train.
no problem, man.
All right.
We'll be back soon.
Well, we back at the second end of this review for motivational use only. Volume 1 with Currency and Jermaine Dupri. What's your standout track?
Um, I believe, at least the way that I was listening to it, it was the leading track, The Screens Falling. Um, the beat was hard, the voice of the chorus, and I believe that had a sample from the Genuine. That was a Genuine sample on it. It was a portion of the verse and or a hook because I couldn't really tell because of the way that the song was flowing together. Screens falling, creep crawling, beach balling, money calling. So for me, once again, applying it to myself, beach balling, pretty much just saying like chilling or whatever, vibes, riding, but by the water. So it was most definitely, like I said, it was just a good vibe to me. But uh, being fair, the same thing I would have said about the Cardi B joint is he does have a pocket. You know what I mean? Currency has a pocket. And he's most definitely always usually in it. But maybe a little bit of the production on that song was the thing, or even on most of the song on this was like the swinging factor for me, enjoying them just a little bit more than I normally would.
Um, so you kind of went off the vibe of the joint. Screens off. What's it called? Screens off?
Screens falling.
Screen, yeah, I like that joint too, actually. And it was specifically for the vibe of it. But you said it had a genuine sample?
Yes,
Which one?
I do not know. I didn't look it up, but I heard it. As soon as I heard it, I was like, which R&B song is this? But it's that joint. And it's either the joint from Pony or the one from Come Home or something like that. I believe was the name of the song back in the day. But the yeah, it's one of them two because I can't put the name of I can't remember the song back right now. Like the actual Screen Falling's beat, but I remember hearing the Genuine sample. I was like, yeah, that was a good use to that for real. It was a good flip.
Definitely. Okay.
Um, I know you said that you like the one with two chains. What was another track on here that you feel like was a banger, or at least something that you could vibe to?
Great question. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a headbanger, so to speak. I mean, it can be from a different perspective, but it's the joint called Fortune 500. And I like Fortune 500 off of for motivational use only, volume 1 with Currency and Jermaine Dupri because it's potentially giving a vibe of spitting game to you through financial literacy. That's the best way I can describe it because Currency is like talking to his son in the song, literally, and he goes like in the clip or whatever. My son know the difference between a startup house and what a mansion is. So he's giving away free game to, all the listeners. The whole point of the album was to motivate you to get off your ass and make some money. That's what it was supposed to motivate you to do and everything. So that's exactly what it did. And he also says in the song Fortune 500, I heard that you should buy a company every chance you get, pinpoint the downfalls and revamp that shit. You know, I mean, it's self-explanatory, and I just love how they put these the business terminology into a song.
Yes. Um, it's funny you said that because my next song that I would probably say would be a standout to me was Never Fall Off. And it's kind of the same kind of messaging, at least to me anyway, as far as getting to it, staying solid, uh, being on your P's and Q's. You know what I mean? So Never Fall Off was a joint. I believe the chorus portion of it was like I raise my hands to the Lord. I pray I never fall off. I wish the same for my dogs. Money won't break us apart. So for most males, I mean, I'm sure in the female situation as well, money is an issue that usually becomes a problem between a lot of friendships and things of that nature. And most of the time, when you're having your come up story, especially when you're younger, the biggest thought is, man, the people that you want to share it with as well. You know what I mean? And having that is your goal and objective as well when you're on your mission to getting that money that we were talking about in the song that you chose.
Definitely.
Um,
Yeah. It's definitely a motivational type deal. And yeah, I like the whole album, honestly. I did want to kind of touch on the cover art a little bit for Motivational Use Only Volume 1. Um, so okay, first, the title. The title came from Currency song Jermaine Dupri that he did back in 2021, where he was inspired by the legendary producer Jermaine Dupri, from all the way from the start, like when he used to do MTV Cribs. You know, the two of them started working with each other after that, after he put that song out. And the album's cover art, like I said, is that of like I mean, tell me if you see it or not, but it's supposed to be like a crown, you know, a classic hip hop crown that symbolizes, you know, hard work and royalty through like determination. And the music is meant to, like I said before, it's to empower you with the mindset of a king. That's what the whole thing was about. And that's exactly what I got out of it. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick.
did you have another song that you liked off of the album?
Yeah. Never Enough, because the song focuses on a strong desire for wealth and attaining better days, like Tupac. Also finding gratitude in what you do, you know, in the midst of struggle. Because I like how Jermaine Dupri, he touched on like his childhood growing up, watching both his parents struggle and to try to make ends meet, and how it helped him focus more on how to become financially free because he didn't want to go through that. And I just think it was a great song overall, and it helps you build the discipline and the clarity that you need to make a way to financial stability.
Yeah, I think that was an excellent take song in actuality, and pretty much encompassing the whole feel and vibe of the album, or even most of his music to me, which is the reason that I enjoy listening to it. With a lot of the stuff that he does, it's it's close enough. You know what I mean? As much as I hate to say it, is the way that I describe it. Um, None of us as human beings are monoliths. I figure African American males or any of us, there's no one just common struggle. So to have somebody as an artist like Currency that doesn't necessarily just speak into every song, but also still can give you the motivation like a TM 103 or something, but for another set of African American males. So
That's
for
right.
me, I made this mistake before and said Screenfalls with the intro. It was So Vets with the intro. And that was the one that I had as my third joint. Um, I felt like as soon as I heard it, it set the tone for the album. For both of them, and one of the it kind of made me appreciate that portion that I was saying before. But I like Currency's music already, so a lot of the times when you hear him on similar beats, because naturally you're going to pick something that's in your wheelhouse or what you like. There's no real change to it. So of course I'm gonna like it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like you're like, all right, I get to it, starts getting there. So to hear the Jermaine Dupri, even though they're both southern, kind of more bouncier beats to me than normally would expect for a currency. Was a good taste of it straight off the rip with the So So Jet song. So as soon as you hear that, you can pretty much know what to expect. If you don't like that song, then you're probably not going to really just vibe with the album too much. At least that's my opinion.
Well, that's a good opinion because it's one it's just kind of one of those albums you should listen to straight through in order to catch all the jewels. You know, there on it to be all honest, there wasn't not one song on the album that I did not like because it
Yeah,
all yeah, they all had messages in it.
I'm gonna definitely agree with you. At least, like I said, when it comes to him, but this is the bias situation. I couldn't say anything to you about the Cardi album, regardless of what, because you're a Cardi B fan. So for me, with the currency, is it's like, yeah, you should go listen to it. But I would tell you that about all of his albums. You know what I mean? Weekend at Bernie's, I feel like that was a good mixtape, yo, for a lot of people that because even with him, it's hard. It's a lot of music coming out in the world in general,
Mhm.
but then he puts out a super shit ton of music. He puts out a lot of music, so it's a lot to catch up to it, and sometimes it can feel like anime, to where as though you want to listen to the music, but you don't know where to start at. You know what I mean? But Currency, it was most definitely a good album. The one with him and Jermaine Dupri for motivational use only, and it is motivational. Mission completed.
Yeah, most definitely mission completed. And I was wondering like I mean, I'm only one person. I'm not going to know everything, every piece of music that comes my way, which is why I was grateful to listen to this album. But I kept wondering to myself, like, yo, why isn't this album like more out there, like on streaming platforms like Spotify? And then I read somewhere that the album was never meant for streaming purposes. It was just something not did for free, but it's kind of like a mixtape, you know, like it was released as a free mixtape. Yeah, that's what it is. And so that's why I was on different platforms and not the traditional streaming platforms like Spotify or I don't think it's on Pandora either, but yeah.
It was for motivational use.
Right, exactly. That's funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
they killed it.
So I wanted to talk about on this day in hip hop, y'all. On his day in hip hop, October 4th, Common's sophomore album was released, Resurrection in 1994. I think he had the song on there, I Used to Love Her. And, you know, everybody's sampling that nowadays. I think Freddie Gibbs sampled it on Alfredo too. Also, Kanye West released the single Runaway from the beautiful Dark Twisted album, I mean, Fantasy in 2010. And I love that song Runaway. It's so beautiful to me, like the piano aspect of it. And yeah, that's what happened on this day, y'all, in hip hop. And Train, you want to add anything?
No, I think that was a nice little jewel. I did not know that those songs were dropped on today, and we all love and pray for Brother Kanye. But he is most definitely at his peak. He was the chef's kiss. He was the chef's kiss.
Just kids.
And salute to Common too. I can't lie. I would like to hear some. I would like to hear something from Common, maybe possibly, man.
Me too.
What's that one joint? My one song. I'm not gonna act like I got the most common joints on deck, but it would have to be the joint with him and Mary J. Blige.
Come closer.
Yeah, that joint. And that B album was fire. I ain't gonna lie, that B album to me, if I had to have a Common album, that would probably be it.
Okay,
With Gold and everything on it.
that's
What would you
cool.
like from Common?
Um, Basically the two songs that you just named or whatever. I mean, without me having to dig deep in the crate, everything Common drops is hot. But I do like the Mary J. Blige joint Closer. I think it's beautiful. And I used to love her. That's a classic. Even Kanye and Homecoming, referenced that song. Um, what's one other song? I think he did a joint with Alicia Keys. I can't think of the freaking song name or whatever. But yeah, I love Common because I'm from Chicago too. So yeah, shout out to Common. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much, Train, for coming on today's show and speaking your mind with me about Cardi B's and My Drama and for motivational youth only value one currency and Jermaine Dupri. I appreciate you and I appreciate your time and can't wait to see you next week.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you as well. Miss Hip Hop Star.
All right, peace out.